But I'm sick of dealing with COVID. I'm sick of injecting things into owls. I'm headed to Indonesia so I can show you guys a wild Komodo dragon. Get your cute butt back here, boy. Cringe deer with a coconut stuck to his foot. I sure can't wait to eat this turtle. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Urban Rescue Branch. I'm taking my collection of baby squirrels down to All Things Wild because I'm going away for a bit and I can't take care of them. These guys need to be fed 3 to 4 times a day. Stop it, Big Ounce. Stop it. He's biting me. Many people don't know this, but Big Ounces are actually a type of ground squirrel, so they're pretty closely related to these little fellas. But today I'm going to be taking this little guy down to Georgetown, Texas, where All Things Wild is. I'm also taking this cringe hawk, which we found in the last video. I have confirmed that this is a Cooper's hawk, I believe, and not a Mississippi kite. And I'm taking this cringe possum so he can be with other possums his age, and he's also about ready to be released. But he is definitely a little bitey boy, as you can see. He's very angry. Most possums don't actually bite whenever you try and touch him, but this guy does. But these are all the wildlife animals I have that need intensive care. I'm going to be taking them down to All Things Wild so they can take care of them. Looks like animal control just made a drop off. They dropped off this little owl that either got hit by a car or shot. Also, we got a porcupine in the office. This is the first porcupine they've ever gotten. Also, these baby deer from the last video are doing really well. And someone even brought in this tortoise with an upper respiratory infection. All the birds of prey that come in are presumed to be dehydrated because of the stress. And look at the little green bruise this boy has. Now, I've heard that the bigger birds of prey are infested with these mites because they eat smaller ones that have them, but this is insane.
That's disgusting.
And at the time, I was the only one there who was a licensed rehabber. But this guy immediately perked up after I gave him those fluids. And this is a cringe little turkey vulture that was real angry for some reason. Oh my goodness. Then we put my possum in with his new friend. I said a quick prayer for the injured porcupine and then I left. Man, I love these people. These are my kin. And it's nice as a rehabber to have friends that are able to take on the workload that you have whenever you go out of town or have to leave. And vice versa, because we took 10 raccoons from them just the other day. Big Ounce in the drofo today. Speaking of these raccoon boys, they're doing well. You can see they're a lot more skittish and wild than they were the last time you saw them. This one likes to just hide in his blankie. But they destroy their water faster than the cappies do, so I have to replace it every day. And these bigger boys are the same way, and they also destroyed this thing. But look, they're not nearly as friendly as they used to be. Both these groups are ready to be released in the wild really soon. Also, my son Patwick is doing very well, as you can see. Look at this beautiful little boy. He no longer has any scars on his forehead. And there's tons of grass and things growing in this fox enclosure. Speaking of which, these guys are all also ready to be released into the wild very soon. And even this fella here is not too friendly to be released anymore. I love watching all these little boys yawn. But watch, guys, I can just run up to them and go blah, 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 blah. But they've been very happy in here. We made a really great setup for them with a ton of nice fresh water and grass growing in here. And now I need to do the same thing with these new enclosures, which I'll show you guys in a second. And because of the sprinklers, the grass is still green here around the crack house. Hob moment, queeb moment. But you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of cleaning raccoon poop water. I'm sick of these cappies being so dang cute. And I'm sick of injecting things into owls. I'm going on a vacation. These are new flight pens though. Take a look at this. The safety door here is done. We have a little gap here filled in for the bottom of this. And by the end of today, there should be shade cloth on all of this. So we can either release the raccoons or move them into here pre-release. This property sure has come a long way in the last 2 years. But I'm sick of dealing with COVID and these dang birds eating my kangaroo food. And I'm sick of all these dang contractors bailing out on me last minute and not getting any of this work done. But the pond is starting to look pretty nice though now with all the vegetation we added. That's it though, you guys. I'm headed to Indonesia so I can show you guys a wild Komodo dragon. Oh, and I got a real special little treat for you guys to show you how easy it is to get any kind of animal you want over there. That's right, guys. We're going to a wet market to buy some exotic animals like monkeys for food. That's it though, guys. I'm going on a quick day trip to Indonesia and Hong Kong. And I'll see you guys there right now. Right off the bat, guys, don't expect a lot. I edit everything in iMovie and I film on my phone, but there was lithium in that water, and here's some gulab jamuns from the plane. Avast ye matey. But this is Labuan Bajo, you guys. This is in Indonesia. This is close to Komodo Island. Hey, who's this handsome guy? It's the dry season right now, so all the mountains are brown instead of green. Well, this is what the cabin looks like, fellas, and our boat's engine just exploded. I'm gonna die here. Thankfully, we were in a fleet, so the other boats just towed us around. So I wouldn't mind bringing this boy back with me to Waco, Texas. This is a Rusa deer, and the Komodo dragons actually eat these big boys. Look at this
cringe deer with a coconut stuck to his foot. I could get the coconut off.
I tried to help him, but he wouldn't let me. Crab moment. This one got Mr. Crab's eyes. I hiked away from the crowd to see the rest of the island, and I found this nice deer antler.
Oh yeah, baby, that's a perfect match. All right, everybody. Now, I'm not sure whether I'm allowed to keep these or not.
So I hid him in that shirt till I got home.
Hello, little fella. Do you like DJ Khaled?
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
Tell him to bring out the yacht.
After that, we entered the literal tourist trap known as Komodo National Park. We were trapped here.
Get your cute butt back here, boy. But it looks like they fill up this nasty little watering hole for all the wild boar. Komodos eat these nasty little wild boar boys.
This is a beautiful man named of Park Ranger that showed us around. We got to see a bunch of little Komodo boys. They might be thinking, Uncle Ben, how'd you get that up-close shot of that beautiful Komodo dragon? Isn't that dangerous? Well, no, sadly it's not. And anyone you've ever seen go to Komodo Island and get a picture with one, this is what they went through. But hey, look at me, guys. Look how cool I am. I got a picture with the Komodo dragon. Also, literally a couple football fields away, they were just burning plastic. See, I'm not like those other oh gosh, big ounce. I'm not like those other travel vloggers, you guys. I give you the real scoop. Also, I got yelled at for taking this video. Well, obviously this is beautiful and amazing. Everywhere we went, there was an entourage of about 50 other boats that went with us. So it was like going on a giant cruise liner segmented into small bits. But one of the highlights of the trip for sure was getting to see flying foxes in person. As you guys all know, I'm literally Batman, so this was pretty significant for me. And there's nothing like watching 5,000 eagle-sized bats fly over your head when you're sleeping. I tried to get one to land on the boat with the banana, but it didn't work. And even though our engine broke, it was fun getting towed around by all these other pirate ships. After that, we flew to the island of Bali, where my friends live. And there was a neat prayer card on the plane that was written for every religion, likely by someone who didn't follow any of them.
Let's go golfing. Let's go swimming. Life is Roblox.
I got lost while filming that, so I had to call a Gojek, which is their version of an Uber. Beautiful man named, I forget his name. And he drove me and my friends to a beautiful place named of Beach. And here there was a beautiful man named of Woman that was here cutting up a coconut for us to eat. After that, we got another Gojek, horse moment. And we went to a sea turtle conservation center where they hatch out the eggs and we get to release them into the beach.
Oh, sweet wampum. Look at these tasty little nuggets. Delicious.
Basically, these guys are farming sea turtles to be released back into the wild. Oh. And this is this turtle's first time seeing daylight. But basically, they give you this ticket, which is good for one fresh little sea turtle for you to eat.
I sure can't wait to eat this turtle.
And there was nothing stopping me from running away with this turtle. So obviously, I took it straight home and I fed it to Big Ounce. Just kidding. I released it on the beach next to a bunch of other baby turtles. I'm telling you guys, these guys are not that good at surviving. Look at him get absolutely murked by this wave. Also, here's a kid just throwing his turtle in the water. I did get to help this guy collect the ones that weren't good at swimming so we could release them further out. But after that, I talked to the founder and I got some good leads on some wildlife rehabs that I can help out with if I moved here. But this is their organization. They have a cool setup and they're doing good work. After that, my buddy Wes, who runs our shorts channel, and I got another Gojek and we headed off to our next spot. I made sure to kiss every Gojek driver I met for good luck.
Oh, look at this eel.
As you can see, we went out to some tide pools at low tide and I lifted up some rocks to find all kinds of beautiful little creatures like this eel.
Look at this precious little creature.
Oh. I also met this little cow that wouldn't stop licking my dang foot.
This boy missing some legs. Crab people, crab people.
I also found what I'm pretty sure is a stonefish, and if you step on these guys, they can paralyze you. Is that right, you guys? Can someone check me in the comments on that?
Crab people, crab people. Patrick missing his head for today. Sus.
After that, we moved on to the wet market, which I'm really excited to show you guys. And this is the real main reason why I came to this country and why I'm thinking about moving here.
Okay guys, welcome back to the Urban Rescue Branch. Today we're in Indonesia looking at the bird market. Take you guys and show you a little something special.
This is an Indonesian bird market. This is actually a smaller one. Could one of our based Indonesian brothers let us know what this means in the comments? I think it has to do with rabies. But at these markets, they sell animals, and not just any animals, but native ones. Now, I was told at this part of Indonesia that people don't actually eat monkeys. This little guy would have just been somebody's pet. But they do eat flying foxes here, which are these large bats.
Dimakan.
So people eat them?
It for medicine.
How much are the bats?
500,000.
And they also said this monkey was only 700,000, which is roughly $60 US. A lot of people in America, especially Texas, have monkeys and lemurs as pets, but they're worth about 2,000 to 8,000 here. Now this is where it really gets atrocious, you guys. I'm not 100% sure what the species is. Someone please let me know in the comments. They look like screech owls, but these are wild caught owls that they sell here in the market after catching them up north. But these are my chickens, you guys. This is Bertha and Gamer. I've said this before, but this is where the breed actually originated, and these guys have black skin and black organs. But they also just straight up sell wild-caught squirrels, wild-caught tokay geckos. And true fans know that these are invasive in the Florida Keys, and I caught one and brought it back. And that was all just one of many shops in this market. These guys are also invasive in Florida, green iguanas.
These are Texas cichlids.
And they were even selling all the fish that we caught in Austin and put in my pond. They also sold some beautiful snakeheads that are sadly illegal to own in the U.S. They're also selling wild-caught ravens, which would be so illegal to do in the U.S. Here's just some cringe old parrots that you could buy just about anywhere, and there's some little guys here in the incubator.
Pretty cool incubator. It's just made of wood.
And turns out sugar gliders are also native to Indonesia, and that's why there's so many at this market as well. But the icing on the cake for sure was seeing this wild-caught owl that was tied to this stick. And for literally $25, you could buy these little owls here that look horribly dehydrated that are probably going to die in about a week. Especially considering all the stress they're under from capture and captivity here. But the worst part by far was this guy grabbing him by the wings and dancing him around to show me he was healthy enough to buy. Now, most of you guys don't know this, but if I took any wild-caught owl, like the one in the beginning of this video, and tried to sell it on the street corner, I would get put in jail for a very long time in America. They also had all these cool knives for sale, and this one specifically was for making sacrifice. This was literally in Skyrim. And this gun was in Fable 2.
Oh, get that boy back up.
Hey, good thing they weren't selling me at this market. Also, this fish that my friend Paul Cafaro has is literally worth more than the monkey. And this is just one of many of these markets in Indonesia.
Oh, wasn't that cool, guys? I completely endorse and condone every action here. Elman gain my... Oh, sweet wampa. What? Bro, what they doing in Indonesia? Oh, sweet wampa.
After that, my local friends took us to another bird market. Take a look at this, you guys. Look how happy all these birds are, you guys. Honestly, this wasn't as bad as some of the other things I saw. People also eat dogs here, but I didn't want to film any of that.
This is basically their version of the Fort Worth stockyards. It's actually designed in a pretty smart way because all the poop just comes down here where it gets to fester. Look at all these precious little faces. Look at this cringe boy. Sure wish I could bring you back to good old-fashioned Waco, Texas. Oh, I just realized that the ropes are going through their noses.
But that's it, you guys. That was my trip. This is the Taiwan airport. I put Big Ounce in this little bubble here so he could swim around with his other little friends.
Hey, a prayer room. Mashallah, habibi. Very nice. Ooh, based and Christ-pilled? What?
But in addition to prayer accommodations, Taiwan had this Adidas shop that actually had a gym and a shower attached to it.
How great! Whoa, wasn't that cool, you guys? What a crazy day trip. And we're back before the sun's even down. Let me know what you thought about all that stuff in the comments. But I hope you guys understand that's why I did an 8-day break. Like I said, Uncle Ben is probably going to be starting a little operation over there sometime soon. Because with the same amount of money, we sure can rescue a lot more animals. Also, I told you this was a male rowan. Everyone thought I was wrong, but it's a male. That's it for now, though, you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching my vidya. Big Ounce loves you and appreciates you. And this boy missed me a lot while I was gone. I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you.